What is up, folks? This is episode number 1 of the Maximum Member Highlight, and I'm joined with Miss Samantha Babb. Hello, Miss Samantha. How are you?
Hello, Matt. I'm well. How are you?
Absolutely wonderful. Couldn't be better. The sun is out. It's nice outside
It feels
today.
great.
Wish it was like this all the time. So we're just going to jump straight into this.
Let's do it.
Why do I have you here, Samantha? Why did I ask you to come on? Tell us a little bit. Tell everybody why.
I have lost 80 pounds in the last 18 months. So you asked me to come in here and talk about my why and how that happened.
Absolutely correct. So 80 pounds is unbelievable. Most people can't even fathom losing that amount of weight at any point in their life, much less over the course of 18 months. So when did you get to the point enough's enough? Break that down a little bit for me.
I guess it was right after I turned 30. That was a big mark for me, turning 30. So I was like, I really need to get my health in check if I want to make it further in life and to watch my 2 boys get older and to be able to do activities with them. So that was my main reason.
Exactly. So that answers my next question, was going to be the why. I mean, your kids make a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
When you can put it in perspective, one of the things I found is that when you can put it in perspective and you can say, okay, I'm doing this for somebody else in my family or another person, game changer. Because if you focus on yourself all the time, then it never works. So so let me get this straight. I got a list of things here that you've given me ahead of time. So you're married.
Correct, I am.
You have kids.
2.
2 kids. Do your kids play sports?
Yes, one is in baseball.
Oh, wow. All right. So you have a full-time job.
Yeah, I do.
Do you have any hobbies?
Kind of. I like to play with makeup. I hang out with my friends. I do crafting. Cool. I have a Cricut.
So question, how do you have enough time to work out, like in all seriousness? Where do you find the time?
Well, when I first started, it was a matter of making myself wake up. So I was an early morning workout person. I woke up at 5 a.m. before the kids woke up, got it done, 30 minutes at first, and then I've gradually added 2. Started coming to the gym, and I sacrificed my lunch hour to come to the gym and work
I've noticed.
out, so.
I've noticed you come in here and get your sweat on at the gym at lunchtime. Well, that's the thing. A lot of times people find an excuse. This is one thing over the course of, we've been open since 2004. The 3 main excuses that I've seen over time is, number 1, time.
Right.
Number 2, money. And number 3, let me go ask my husband or my wife. All right, so if someone were to present that with you today, says, okay, Samantha, what is your response to those 3 excuses? How would you respond to that? What would be your thoughts?
As far as time goes, there's enough time in the day to find 30 minutes to get away from it. So that was not an excuse for me at the beginning because I made myself get up. It is hard, but if you really want it, you'll find the time.
Oh man, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Money-wise, if you're trying to better yourself, you can't really put a price on that to me. So joining the gym really helped me with my muscle structure. So that's why I wanted to join the gym.
Awesomeness.
Spouse-wise, I don't have that issue. When I first started, he was not on board, but after about 3 months and he noticed me changing, he jumped right on board and got
it's
in there
amazing.
with me, so.
It's amazing. You're jumping ahead of me here, and that's awesome because the whole process is we want to talk. The reason we're doing this is, number 1, for you, because it is absolutely amazing. 80 pounds that's unreal. But also too, if we can motivate somebody or we can inspire somebody to do what you've done, that's really the main thing. So talk about if you could pinpoint it, what was your biggest challenge and how did you overcome it?
Biggest challenge for me was actually nutrition because I love food. So
me too. I love it.
Finding food that worked in my range was the way I did it. I did not restrict certain foods. There's no way I could give carbs up, so that was not a thing for me. But if I was able to stay within my calorie range, I would allow myself to eat what I wanted to eat. So.
Isn't that awesome? Isn't it awesome?
That's how it works.
Well, it's funny. It's funny because you don't have to give up food.
No, you
That's
don't.
A lot of people think that they have to starve themselves, and that is completely wrong.
It is.
I love eating. I tell people all the time, like, I'm a pro. I've been doing it for 40 years now. So you have a new personal trainer, I've heard.
I do.
Right. So talk about the personal training journey and how that's kind of changed versus. Let's compare what you did before versus Danny's philosophy now. How is it different? How's it similar?
So I guess when I first started out, I was a cardio junkie. That's how I did most of my exercise. I did all cardio. I wasn't really focusing on weights. Danny obviously does weights all the time, and he is a personal trainer. So I asked him what his thought process was, and he said, fat, muscle burns fat. So it's better to start building your muscle to burn fat. So that's why I kind of asked him to help me get these last 20 pounds off that I want to lose. So
that is
that's
amazing.
where we're at right now.
Think about that. Think about that right now. This is kind of added in 100 pounds. That is.
That's my ultimate goal.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So that was going to be, again, you're ahead of me big time. Your next, what is your ultimate goal? So I guess it will be 100 pounds. That is incredible. I've probably had, over the course of, we opened in 2004, I've probably had 8 or 10 people max even come close to that
Right.
over. So that is remarkable, and just
you.
gives you a big shout out saying, hey, great job. So you're also, it's interesting from the point of view of, this is another thing, and I hear a lot too, is your husband jumped on board with it also.
Right.
Most of the time, it does not work that way. So y'all are, as my dad says, if y'all saw my previous video, I said rare as hen's teeth. That is rare, because most of the time it takes me saying something or somebody else at the gym saying something. And so talk about that a little bit, how he jumped in and the process of how that worked.
So when I first started, I was on a diet, he wasn't, and so I was eating different things than him, obviously, just because I couldn't eat what he was eating.
Yes.
And he's the main one that cooks at home. I'll admit that he cooks most of the time. So he, I guess, basically came down to, he wanted to start eating what I was eating, so we didn't have to fix so many different meals. And then he was like, well, I really need to start working out too. And
Interesting.
he started working out at the gym, and he fell in love with it and got him a personal trainer. So
isn't it funny how that works?
Yeah, it is.
Well, I think analogy that I've used a lot in the past is a tugboat versus a lighthouse. So you were the lighthouse, you weren't the tugboat, because most of the time I think that's the way that people approach it. They think,
Right.
okay, well I'm gonna tell them to do this, and
Right.
if you're married or you have a spouse, it doesn't work that way. Just
Nope.
FYI.
Not at all.
So let's do this. You've lost 80 pounds.
Correct.
So I have two 40-pound dumbbells right there on the floor.
Okay.
This is just actually to inspire you, because at some point, people, you're human. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I need to do this, I need to do that, whatnot. Why don't you hop up right quick, and I want you to grab those 80 pounds, and just hold it there for just a second, because that is an incredible amount of weight. Yeah. Just think about this. Just put this in perspective. Think about putting that in a book bag and walking around with it all day.
Yeah.
And that's what you were doing 18 months ago. Incredible accomplishment. So any of you out there that are seeing this, if you ever at any point are like, oh my gosh, I've only lost 30 pounds, just walk around with two 15-pound dumbbells for about 20 minutes, and that kind of puts it in perspective for sure. So we'll go ahead and wrap this up, because I don't want to keep, I know you're busy. So I'm going to throw some things out here, and you tell me one or two words, just kind of a response. How would you describe somebody watching right now, the way you feel now versus before?
Amazing. I don't know another
Hey,
way
that's
to
simple
say
enough.
it.
So do you sleep better?
Very much so.
Wow. So did you sleep bad before, or you just sleep better now?
I just sleep better now.
Good, because sleep is important. For
Well,
those of
two
you
kids, it's hard, so.
ooh, yes, I can relate. I have been there, done that. I love my sleep. My wife is a miracle worker. How do you feel when you wake up now versus before?
Less sluggish, for sure.
Isn't it amazing?
It is.
Isn't it amazing? More energy throughout the day?
Huh?
More energy throughout the day?
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely. Eat better versus wanting to eat better. Is it one of the things that I found, and the reason I say that is because one of the things that I found over the years is people say once they start eating good, then they want to continue to eat good. Doing it versus wanting to do it. Do you have any desire? Is there any craving that just says, oh my gosh, I can't do without this? Or is it just you're straight, I'm good with what I do?
Well, it's like I said when I first started my nutrition, if I have it within my range, I'm going to eat it.
And there you go.
I don't restrict myself in that aspect. I didn't think that worked for me the first few times that I've done it. So.
Yeah. So this is the other thing. Not only have you improved your health, what about your confidence? The confidence in yourself. If you can put that in words, how are you now versus before?
Less shy for sure.
Yeah, good, because the thing that I've said too, you have to be a little bit selfish so that you can be selfless.
Yeah.
And
my biggest motto was you can't pour from an empty cup, so you need to take care of yourself first so you can take care of others. So that was like my big motto through this whole
wow. I guess we can just stop it, right? I don't know what else to add to that. So here's one of my last questions here. So how much money have you spent on new clothes? Ladies, this is a good reason to go out and spend money. Buy new clothes, because you have to have them, right? How much, just throw this out there. What number? Could you put a number on it?
Honestly, I'm not a big shopper, and I get a lot of hand-me-downs from my friends. So
You take advantage of the hand-me-down.
I'll be honest, maybe I've bought workout clothes. I've probably spent about $100 on.
That's cool.
So
Hey, you must sound like a bargain shopper, because I know
I
workout
am.
clothes can
I don't
get.
like to spend money.
Yeah, you're tight. You're tight. Nothing wrong with that. So, all right, couple random questions here. We're gonna finish this up right. I asked you this the other day, and I'm anxious to hear your response. If you could have unlimited sushi or unlimited tacos, which would you pick?
That's a really hard question. Probably tacos, though.
Wow. Why? Why tacos?
Because you can get everything on a taco. Fish tacos and beef tacos.
Oh, I'm
and
a
pork
fan of fish tacos.
and,
Had another night. Amazing. All right, so next question. And these have nothing to do with fitness. I'm just curious what you're going to say, right? If you could delete all but 3 apps on your phone, which 3 would you keep? Good question. Good question. I can't wait. Oh, she's having to think about this one. That's a great question, Matt. Great question.
Well, I'm trying to think if like the apps that come on your phone count, like photos and stuff.
Extras, no.
Okay.
No, the text messaging app, the phone,
That's what
extras.
I was trying to debate.
Yeah, sorry, I should have been specific.
We'll say Instagram, Facebook, and probably Snapchat.
Snapchat. You're a Snapchat fan. All right. One of the things that I do with Snapchat is my wife and I, we have 2 little girls. One of us will get one girl, the other one will get the other one, and we'll sit across the living room on the couches, and it's the hardest I have laughed. Try it if you haven't, right?
Filters are fun.
Oh, they're amazing. Filters are even my mom and dad crack up at it, and they're old school, don't know that. So, Miss Samantha, thank you for doing this. I hope that this
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I hope this inspires someone, and that's really the whole goal outside of just saying, hey, you did an absolute amazing job. 80 pounds, again, I can't emphasize that enough. So if you are a current Maximum Health and Fitness member and you want to sit in Miss Samantha's chair here, I need you to reach out to me. Send me a message below. We have all of the social medias. We have YouTube. We got LinkedIn. We got them all. However you want to communicate with us, reach out to us. Let's talk. I would love to schedule a time to sit down with you and you share your story and try to inspire someone else. And that is the whole goal. Miss Samantha, thank you very much.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it.
And that is a wrap. So I'm told this is called an end card. This is where I'm supposed to get you to like and subscribe and comment and share and all that good stuff. And can you put a donate button on it? I mean, if you want to donate money, just start pushing buttons. I'm good. Either way, I'm okay. If you don't know what all that means, I got nothing for you.